have been experiencing a lot of anxiety recently. Can anyone relate? And I had to remind myself that I do have strategies that help me cope and mitigate the anxiety when it comes up. Let's get into it. So I wanted to share some of the strategies that I've built up over the years that really help me manage anxiety. I think most people experience some level of anxiety in today's world. And this has been a years-long process of building out my toolkit. I call it my anti-anxiety toolkit. I'll just give a really quick story. Last Tuesday, I had a really tough day. I came home, laid on the couch, disassociated. I think I put on Sex and the City, but I only had an hour gap to do this because I had other work to do when I got home. And it was things that I couldn't put off. So I dragged myself off the couch and put myself back in front of the computer. Not ideal, right? As I was sitting there, I remembered, on Tuesday nights, my gym has a dance class that I really love. And I love this class because it's cardio dance and it's super bouncy and it's very fun. And I always am smiling and I leave with a smile on my face. Very high energy and just a mood booster for me. So I signed up, I went, it worked, I felt better. And then my gym also has a sauna, a whirlpool, a cold plunge. I did the whole thing. As I was sitting in the whirlpool and I sat there a little bit longer than usual, I started realizing, I did take steps today to help mitigate the anxiety I was feeling, and it worked. And then I started running through my mind all of the other strategies I know to use. And I started consciously thinking about, I was previously, a few months ago, meditating every morning and it was working really well for me. And I don't know, some point in the last few weeks, I stopped doing that. So I started thinking about, what are the things that I know help me and can I integrate them back into my routine? I came home and I actually drew out a visual of my anti-anxiety toolkit just because I'm a visual person, but I made it look like a toolbox and every block actually says something that I use to help mitigate anxiety. So there's things on here like movement, fresh air, writing, my breathing exercises, meditating, cooking, therapy, reading, fiction in particular. Getting lost in a fiction book, love it. I wrote down my creative outlets, which includes making sticker collages. And even my gym routine I put on there, like the going to the sauna, doing the cold plunge, sitting in the whirlpool. I think it's really valuable for us to take time to actually physically list out the things that we know how to do to help support ourselves and our self-care. We live in a world where things are constantly being thrown at us and our lives are stressful and the state of the world is stressful. And that persistent stress can lead to anxiety and it can show up in our bodies. And it's really, really important that we understand that we're not powerless in this. I'm not talking about clinical level anxiety. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to comment on any of that. I'm just talking about your everyday, the anxiety levels that everyday people experience, and what are the things that we can build up to help us deal when that comes up. My favorite neuroscientist, Dr. Caroline Leaf, she talks about how we shouldn't view anxiety as bad. Anxiety is a messenger. It's trying to tell us something. And so if we can view anxiety as a messenger and see what's the message here? What do I need to take note of in my mind and my body? Then I can reframe and change the relationship that I have with anxiety.